tribe of your Native American heritage, your ancestors might have used the swastikas
Okay.
and whoa.
Oh wait, I gotta mute this. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Hey. Yeah, no, so I have two separate Discords and one of them's on like a web browser and one of them's on the regular. And
Ah.
so when I click link, sometimes it takes me to the other one and I can't have voice chats on there, so it just wasn't working.
Okay. All right.
Okay, hey, yeah. So yeah, I got a little bit of drama. Um this time I'm totally innocent though. I just want to put that on the record. This time I'm totally innocent. Maybe other times not so much, but this time I am innocent.
Okay.
Um So yeah, so Sondsol and I have had like a bit of history before. Stardust isn't, well, actually, yeah, she is kind of involved in this a little bit, but not like drama with me, more
Okay.
so some other people. So Sondsol and I have had a bit of a history, and he decided to invite me onto his first little Royale panel. I've never been on one of these Royale panels before.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you get to vote in each round, and then whoever has the most votes would get to vote whoever's in the bottom two off. And you can give it to your chat. Obviously, I'm at a disadvantage because I lost my YouTube and Twitch hates me. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on my other platforms. And I mean, I have a Twitch, but like, again, Twitch hates me. So I went on the panel and one of the Groypers that he's been on our show a bunch of times, he likes to raid people on Twitch. So what he does, he'll go watch something on Twitch, he'll find them, and then he'll send all of his people watching to go raid them and just like spam Groyper and like or to go debate and do this. This has happened to Stardust quite a few times where he's raided her. He's happened to a few other people as well. They do it to me too. But they just don't like hate me, so they don't like raid me with like bad shit.
Okay.
So anyway, so I guess he was watching the something that happened the night before because Stardust mentioned him, and he was watching a clip of it, went to her channel to go see, saw that she was live, decided to start raiding her, say to get her to debate him. Saw that I was on there, so they started raiding me. Then then when they were in my chat, I'm like, well, if you guys are here, you guys better freaking vote for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I got them to vote for me. So when the polls started coming out, I was getting like 300 votes where the next person was getting 19. And Sans was like, what's happening here? Why are all these bots and raiding? And he was blaming me for this, which had nothing to do with the raids. First round I won, he let me have it. Second round I won, he still gave it to the person with the second most votes. Third round I won, and he kicked me off the panel.
Uh-huh.
Blame me for the raids, which would have happened if I was there or not. Like I had nothing to do with the raids. I don't know what was happening in their chats. Our chats, they weren't raiding anything bad. A few little things slipped through the cracks that I didn't even see because the chat was going so fast. If you watch it back, it was just like just spamming the Groyper, show feet, show feet, show feet, things like that. You know, normal Groyper stuff. And so he was claiming that they were spamming all this like racist stuff and talking about raping Stardust and all these things. I didn't see any of that. On the playback, there were a few things, but when you watch it, even like you have to watch it slowly to see that go through. And basically, that's kind of the short story of that.
Okay. So from your perspective, what is Sonsol's recounting of this altercation? To the best of your ability, what do you think Sonsol would say if I asked him the same question?
Well, so we were on streams last night for like quite a while. In my opinion, I think he blamed me for the raids. I think because I know the Groypers and stuff, because I was winning in the polls, I got blamed for it. Which I really had nothing to do. I didn't even invite the Groypers. I didn't seek them out. Like I had nothing to do with them being there. They just happened to like me, so they ended up helping me out in the polls as well. But I didn't bring them on, and I didn't even see the stuff that he was talking about till after. When he told me, he messaged me during it that they were saying stuff about rape. When I found that out, I said to my chat and my mods, I said, make sure you guys are not saying these things. I make sure you're not spamming anything racist. If you guys want to go be edgy, take it over to the Odyssey chat, but don't do that in here. And the mods were like, okay, we'll take care of it. And so I'm gonna actually go back and watch from when I said that to the chat and see if anything happened after that, because I don't think there was anything that was said after that. So in my opinion, I handled what I needed to handle. I can't control what they're doing over in their chats. And even without me there, it's going to happen. So, and if you think that Groypers are going to listen to a woman, then like you really don't know the Groypers very well. So I got blamed. I got punished basically for what other people were doing. And I think Sondsol is somebody who will just not admit that he was wrong on this. So he has to double down and try to act like it was my fault. Like, I don't know why he cares what happens in my chat though. I mean, like if say that they were spamming all kinds of stuff in my chat, that's my chat. What do you care? Like, why would you care what's happening? You can handle your chat. I'll handle my chat. Let everybody else handle their chats. And all you have to do to stop them spamming from your chat is to turn it on, I guess, like subscriber only or emotes only or whatever you have to do. There are ways to fix that. Block them from your chat if they're coming in. There's simple solutions to doing those things. They weren't spamming anything bad in my chat though, so I don't care. I let them have a little fun in my chat. It's not a big deal to me.
Okay, so I personally heard things in regards to certain specific things being said that they would have other individuals would have wanted to see moderated inside of your chat, but you referenced that there was things moving really fast in your chat and that you couldn't do. Yeah, so you said that things were moving really fast in your chat and that's why you couldn't do what? What was the point of bringing that up?
So I wasn't expecting to get like rated. Like, normally we don't really have a big audience over at Twitch because we hardly ever stream onto Twitch. Like, I actually just restarted streaming to Twitch because I changed it where I'm not doing Politically Provoked on Twitch. I changed it where it's Provoked Brittany, so it'll just be my own content type of stuff like here and there. But for like months we haven't been streaming to Twitch, so we don't really have much of like an audience over here. And so I wasn't expecting to get raided with a bunch of people. I don't really have like and I don't really have like a whole team of moderators because I haven't really needed a team of moderators for things like that. So when I'm also in the middle of doing a panel and trying to pay attention to the panel and all this stuff is happening, and our mods are not really prepared for that either, it's just like we were kind of not expecting it. And it was just in the moment. I mean, we'll prepare for something like that next time, but again, like, it's just the stuff that's against TOS that I'm like kind of I want them to take care of. Like, I don't really care about them spamming us though. Like, they were having a good time.
And so you're saying that the things that they put inside of your chat that were against TOS, your chat was moving too fast for you to be able to moderate it? Is that what
we just didn't see it. We didn't see it.
Okay.
I didn't see any of this stuff. And like, if the playback is on our Odyssey where you can see how my chat's going and like the notifications are going crazy. And it was just like we were getting bombarded with stuff. So we just didn't see it. And to write to Bear Arms, why do you keep saying I'm lying? Like, I'm like, you can go watch these VODs on my Odyssey. You can see exactly what's happening. I have the evidence right there. I'm not lying about anything. You don't want to believe me because you don't like me.
Do you have a link for that, or is
Sure.
don't? Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And we did a review on all of this stuff yesterday too on our Twitch, like where we
my Discord.
Okay, sure.
So, sorry, my Discord. I like to say my Discord when my Discord goes off, so my stream doesn't all check their Discord and. Would you be amicable to having Aiko in here?
Sure.
Okay. Aiko, do you want to come in here? So yeah, I have the chat logs pulled up here. So what I'm just gonna primarily look for out of the clip is just like something that somebody inside of the chat says, and then so that way I can get a specific time. My Discord, not yours. Yeah.
So this is the review, but I'm gonna give you the actual clip of the VOD too from Odyssey.
Okay. So this is the whole
when
VOD.
I was reviewing. This is that right there is me reviewing all the drama that happened.
Okay.
And kind of going from start. I also show a clip of Dalton, who is the person that was behind this, watching the whole thing start and how he ended up there. And then as and then I went to the part where the Groypers started to come in, and then after that is also the part where I was like arguing with Sondsol. So that's like just basically all that. But let me get you the actual VOD from the thing.
Yeah, so essentially what I'm just looking for is a keyword inside of that thing to like control F inside of this document so I can get like the exact.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that because we took it off of Twitch.
Yeah, this should be the
It's
logs.
on Odyssey. On Odyssey is where we have it's just a VOD though. It's not going to show logs. You're going to see you can see it on the screen is where you'll be able to see the chats, but you're not going to be able to control F that.
Yeah, I'm talking about I have a separate thing that has all the logs.
Oh, okay.
I have like a log viewer.
Okay, I got you.
Is there a timestamp for this 4-hour thing where it happened or?
Hold on. I don't know the timestamps. It's pretty early. It's like the first let me see here. Cuz I'm trying to think of like how long I was on before like
somebody's saying 1:17:05 is roughly where it is. So we will skip
on the Odyssey clip?
Yeah, on the Odyssey clip.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's about right. Like I mean it's maybe a little bit before it, but no, yeah, it's a little bit before it. Hold on, wait, cuz I'm seeing Groypers in chat right there. Where they start raiding me. It's probably about like 1:10 maybe around there because I don't think they've arrived yet at the 1:10 mark, but they start coming and you'll see like notifications start going nuts. And it's like this is just what they do, and like other chatters have seen it. You don't even need that many of them to they just start spamming like crazy and like over and over again.
Mm-hmm. So in your mind, right, let's assume that right now we're looking at the same thing and we come to the determination that it could be that you could have stopped it. Or let's assume that the idea that like it's not moving super fast. What is that? Why would that matter to you? What is the
What do you mean?
Like why even defend against the position at all that the chat was moving so fast that you couldn't moderate it? Because
I just don't like that I got kicked off and I got blamed for this stuff. Like that's my issue is I got blamed for things that other people were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would if somebody is talking about rape or if they are like being on Twitch especially because I do want our Twitch to be moderated pretty well because I know that Twitch's TOS is really extreme. So that's more so what I care about. Like it's just the TOS stuff and I don't want to lose the Twitch. So yeah, if I saw things that were against TOS, we would have moderated it. That's what I'm talking about here. But I was getting blamed for things that other people were doing that I had no control over. And that's what I have an issue with. And I got kicked off when I was winning something. I never win anything. He stole that from me, by the way.
Okay. So let's assume that Wait, Aiko, did you respond, by the way? Wait, RTBA, why would I ask that? Okay, Aiko, do you want to be in here? Is that something you want to do right now, or are you too busy? Because I thought you indicated that you wanted to be in here. But, so, the reason why I asked my previous question, Brittany, is because if let's say I do agree that you could have done something about the moderation yourself or your moderation team could have done it, like what does that and then let's assume I could even convince you of that. What does that change? What changes?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Like why? Okay, let's assume that me and you both agree that you could have moderated your chat differently, like right now.
Yeah.
What happens? What happens next?
I have no idea. Well, I feel like you're leading this somewhere, so tell me.
I'm not. I'm legitimately trying to figure out why it even matters to you that this situation.
Oh no, I'm just mad that I got kicked off the panel when I was winning.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So
for things I didn't even do, for things I had no control over. I thought that was just a dick move. Like he just completely like you should watch how it went down too. Like I wasn't doing anything and he kicked me off the freaking panel and blamed me for other people's actions. I have no control over them. And I didn't invite them. Okay, for people in the chat saying it's a panel, you win nothing. It's not about winning freaking a prize. Like I enjoy doing the panels. He actually kicked me off before a topic I wanted to talk about, and it was just fun stuff. Like it's not about winning a prize. That is like it's just the principle of the matter. You kicked me off. You made rules for your show. I didn't break any of the rules, and I got kicked off when I was winning. And it's just kind of like you feel robbed about that. Like this idea, oh, well, you didn't win some prize. Who cares? What the f does that matter?
I need to add you on Discord as a friend in order to start a group DM. So I sent you a friend request so I can add her. Okay. Okay. So first thing then, can I ask you what evidence would I need to show you that it is possible for you to have stopped the racist comments or whatever comments that were weird? What evidence would I need to show you? Like, what are you looking for that would be satisfactory to indicate to you that it's realistic that you could have stopped it?
Well, I'm sure it is, but we weren't prepared for it as an issue. Like,
okay,
so all this stuff was happening in the moment. For the next time, I could be more prepared and like know what to look out for and to put it on slow-mo, have my mods be more on top of things. It's just this was all happening in the moment. So it's like I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't know this was going to happen. And I didn't like when Sondsol even messaged me, I tried to get the mods to stop it, and I'm pretty sure that there was nothing that happened after I said something to the mods. So I don't think that like on my side, I did anything wrong. I did everything that I could have done on my part, and I still got punished for things that other people were doing that I had no control over. Do you think that's fair that I got kicked off?
It depends on the reasons why you were kicked off. I'd have to talk to Sondsol specifically about his reasons for kicking you off. It really does depend. If what you're telling me is the truth, I mean, they might have felt like you could have reasonably done something about the messages and the spam that was happening inside of your chat room, and that it was creating a not too great panel environment, and that they could have kicked you for that. It seems like you indicated to go ahead.
If you want to like look into this and stuff, I suggest watching the one I sent you from Twitch. That one, it's like pretty. It goes through everything, and it goes through my debate with Sondsol afterwards. So that would, if you're looking to really get into what happened, that is the one to watch.
Okay, I mean, I have no problem watching that. But my whole thing is, and the reason why I asked all the things is, if you admit that it's an honest mistake or that you honestly could have done better, do you not think it's realistic that somebody could have felt like it's probably not the best to have you on the panel, given you made that mistake, and that there is still quite... He shouldn't have invited me then. Like, I mean, it's not like some secret that like I the views that I have or the community that follows me around, but this time this wasn't me bringing them in. This wasn't my chat that came in. This was going to happen with or without me, because they were watching Stardust. They were coming for Stardust. So they were going to be rating these chats even if I was off that panel. Okay, I'm going to add Aiko to this. Give me one real quick sec. Okay. Give me 1 sec while I watch this separate clip, and you two can discuss some stuff whenever she decides to get in here. I'll just take like 20 seconds. Okay. I muted it because I don't think that I don't know. Okay. So, all right. Okay. What are we watching? Are you talking about the one that you linked me, Aiko? Yeah, I just watched it. Well, I mean, it's I mean, if Aiko wants to tell you or just show you, it's up to her, I guess, on this. I mean, I was gonna...
Just sent it, what,
Somebody just tell me what the clip is instead of this like little back and forth. This is really annoying, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
then why are you here, Aiko?
This isn't about you.
I have no problem
It is about me. What are you talking about? This is literally about me. me, you freaking crazy person. What are
I
you
mean, like,
talking about?
you're a spectacle, Brittany. No one gives a f about you. I
Then
just
why
wanna
are
see what
you
goes
here?
down
Why are you here?
Okay, let's.
because I'm hanging with
No,
Relly,
It's
and
because
you're
also
here.
you
Okay,
it's because.
sure,
are
sure.
being a terrible person. So
Right,
what
of
do you
course, of course.
Okay, I wanna say
What's
it's
the
just
clip?
so yeah. The clip it seems to show you giving Sonsol's Discord link to whoever the this
Oh,
dude is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's after he kicked me off of his freaking wait, hold on, just dropped
Oh,
my
yes,
thing.
that
That's after he kicked
explains
me off. Okay, so
everything.
after he kicks me off, and I like 3 times when I realized that I was fuming, and yeah, Dalton's like, okay, we're gonna mess with them now. So what's the Discord? I thought he had this Discord link is public. It's on his Twitch. They could have found that anyway. I'm so like, yeah, go freaking go mess with them. So I gave the Discord link that I figured they would have gotten no matter what. What the hell would I do? Why would I protect Sondsol after what he did to me? I don't care what happens after that. That's your damning gotcha, Aiko. You're really not that good at this.
Okay,
Oh,
so
dear.
do you
I
think?
don't think you know how to it's really sad, like, you just
Oh
admit
God,
things because you don't
such a
know
slow
that they're
talker.
TOS.
She's
You just
such
don't
a slow.
know.
Okay, excuse me, but you're talking about 2 different TOSs: Twitch's TOS and Discord's TOS. That's not against Discord's
Mm,
TOS.
yeah,
Is
but
brigading
y
not against
you were
Discord's
on
TOS?
it
I'm not
is.
brigading. I figured this is a public Discord link that he has.
Jesus fucking Christ. Fine, I'll watch
Apparently
it.
he turned the invite off of the Discord link, and that was that. Why would it be a big deal if I'm giving him a link that I figured they can just go get from his Twitch?
Because you're helping facilitate people giving hate towards a person. I just don't know why you would do that.
All they were doing was spamming Groiper a million times.
Wait,
They just were.
wait, was this before or after they
This is after he kicked me off.
No, is this
This is after
before? Is this before or after they put the racist stuff inside of your chat room?
This is after he kicked me off. So it's after all of this stuff, but they weren't. They wasn't.
So
it wasn't the racist stuff in my chat room. Well, a little bit, but not
Okay,
much.
so do you think that it's reasonable? Well, based on what I saw, I mean, I just watched 30 seconds, and there was quite a bit of stuff that was
Oh,
pretty
you only
racist.
watched 30 seconds?
I only watched
racism
30
was-
seconds. Go
The
ahead.
racism was
Oh.
directed towards Stardust, not Sondsol.
Wait.
They were coming for
Yeah.
Sondsol.
Wait,
Yeah,
30
and
seconds of what?
sorry, 30 seconds of the of her the
The clip I
supposed
sent?
like no, it was a separate clip
Okay.
showing Brittany's chat room. My whole thing is, if you've shown I don't know if Stardust was on the panel with Sondsol.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, so then do you think then directing somebody or a group of people that you have an indicator have a not favorable attitude, putting it lightly, towards a person, directing them towards the Discord where in which that person is having a conversation is probably a good idea? Or do you think that it's very reasonable to assume?
I did not care about protecting Sondsol at that point. After he kicked me off for shit I didn't do, why would I care about what they do to him at that point? I don't care. Fuck Sondsol.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I think that at least maybe this is going to be a difference here. If you agree with that, then you can have that moral line in the sand that you want to draw. Then that's fine. Do you understand other people's positions in saying that that's not really a very good thing to do? That even if
But
you
I don't
have...
care. I don't care. I wouldn't have done that if he hadn't kicked me off.
Okay, like me and you have
And again, I thought it's not like I was giving some like private information or something. I figured this is something that it was just on their public Discord.
Sure.
That's all I figured.
I'm not claiming you. I'm not claiming you doxed his shit or anything like that. What I'm saying, because at this point it just seems like we're having a difference in etiquette when people disagree. So for instance, me and you have had some fervent disagreements. I've said some choice things about you, right? Some of the things that I have corrected and or I just said that I misspoke, and some things that I believe. And I've said some things about you. Would you think that it would be appropriate that I like send all of my viewers after you to spam you with like horrible messages? Do you think that would probably be a good thing to do? A good environment?
I think we have a different dynamic than what happened that night. So I honestly I wouldn't care, to be honest. Like I don't care if people come and spam me. It doesn't really bother me. Like
Okay.
we get that kind of stuff all the time, so it's not like that big of a deal.
Isn't that
this
part
was
of the
more-
reason? Sorry, excuse me. You can keep going. Excuse me.
This was more. They weren't going to be spamming like hate or anything. This was more just to like he's in the middle of a panel and they're just going to mess with him now and like distract him from the panel and like just give him something else he's got to have to worry about, like just just basically distracting him from what he's doing. That's what they were going to mess with him on.
Yeah, but isn't it fair to assume that there would also be some like not favorable things said in there, because they had already indicated to you that they were willing to say some racist things about Stardust.
Well, you can look at what they were going to say based on how they ended up ratioing him on Twitter. And all they really did, and even Sondsol says, "Oh, I'm just saying Groiper over and over again." So I mean, that's basically what they were gonna do, just spamming him and stuff with just stupid shit. There was nothing really bad on the Twitter either.
Can I ask a question? So wait, do you think that what happened was brigading? Or do you have a different definition?
I don't care, Aiko. I don't care.
All right, so you are fine. If it was brigading, you're fine.
I don't care about this. I had nothing to do with it. I did not invite it.
Oh.
So then would you how do you parse with the fact that you gave them the link? Is it because it was public that you don't count that as being inviting them?
And I wasn't the one seeking it out. He just asked me for a Discord link, and I said, sure. Public Discord link, why not? After what he just did to me, I literally was like 4 seconds after he had just kicked me off, and I'm literally fuming at that point.
So let's say
There's a thing in chat, since I don't know if we're not watching it for a reason.
Oh, do you want me to show? Is it two? I didn't watch
not
all
TOS.
of it. Okay, all right.
It's not TOS,
So
but it just shows. I pre-watched it.
Sure.
Stardust watched it. Yeah.
I think it's a good thing then to just show the chat, and I'll throw that up real quick for everyone to see. Here.
Okay, cool. I'll mute myself real quick.
Posing a full invasion of.
I can't. It's really quiet, and I can't really do much about it.
Oh my god, now I'm mad. You want the Discord link?
Yeah, send me the Discord link.
Holy crap, what the hell? They just booted me off for no reason.
Yeah,
I was just
they're
minding my own business.
Yeah, they're bitches. Just send me the link. I will keep
Ooh,
streaming. Keep your stream going. I mean, I don't know if you care about your Twitch or what, but
I do care about my Twitch, though.
Okay, I was about to say, because you could show the Discord on stream. It might be good content.
I can just end my Twitch stream though and like do it on. I have people go somewhere else though.
Okay, well then link your new stream or to Odyssey or wherever you're streaming to my chat, and I'll share it so you can watch the Discord content unfold.
Oh my god, I gotta find the Discord. I think he might have kicked me out of the Discord.
Is the volume okay now? I super turbo fucking juicered it. Is it okay at least?
Discord. What the hell happened? I didn't even do anything.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god! Wait, but I think. Oh fuck! Wait,
we have to have.
Sorry, I'm watching it on your stream. Yeah, the volume's fine.
Where they send it to you. Or
I know that's what I'm looking for. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I got it. Edit.
Chat, share the stream right now. This is about to be a massive invasion. All right.
Oh my god. All right, there's the Discord. What the hell?
You sent me the Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I have it. I'm going to send it in chat. All right, I'm going to send it in chat. Everyone do the fist emoji when you're ready. And as soon as I click it, it's fucking on. It is fucking warm. All right,
I'm going to watch his stream and watch his reaction, I think. That's what I'll do.
Exactly. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and I'll watch yours so I can get the reaction.
Okay.
And I'll leave this really quick, okay? I'll leave this really quick.
Okay.
Fuck, how do I leave this? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, everyone ready?
Is it done playing?
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. We have 800 Groipers ready to go, armed to the teeth, ready to invade. Go, 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 go. No! 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 No!
Okay, so now it's done, right?
No! It's invalid.
10 seconds away.
No, Brittany, it's invalid.
He must have changed it.
No.
Yeah, and I got
Fuck.
kicked out of it. Oh man, wait. Let me see if I'm even in it still. Wait, no,
Okay,
I'm not in
so
it.
yeah, now it's done. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, let me make sure I'm not muted. Again, yeah, he freaking asked me, and I think it clips before where he had asked me for it when he came on because he just popped onto my stream, or because I was on a Discord thing, and he asked me for the Discord. They were gonna go with him. I don't care. Told him to go to Twitter then.
Okay, so my issue is with you believing, or at least you stating that you don't necessarily feel like this is you egging him on.
I don't care. After he kicked me off for what they did, why would I protect him? I don't care.
So then your idea isn't that you didn't incite it, it's that you don't care if you incited it.
Yeah, I'm just not going to protect him.
Okay. So do you have a problem with people saying that you incited it? Like, what is
yeah,
the
because
issue with that?
I didn't ask him to do that. He just asked me for a Discord, and I gave him the Discord.
Do you think that saying "yeah, you should do it" is a form of incitement?
I didn't ask. No, I don't think so.
Give me a sec. I'm sorry. Your audio is super boosted because that audio was super low. My bad. My bad, chat. Her audio is good now. That is completely on my end. Had absolutely nothing to do with you. Sorry. Continue.
What? I have no idea what just happened.
Nothing. It's completely on my end. Just I was being an idiot.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just don't care. I don't care about protecting him. They wanted to go mess with him, and I'm fine with that after what he did. Screw that. Like, I literally did not care what happened after that to him. I thought what he did was so fucked up, and for me to get blamed for shit that I had nothing to do with, then him.
Okay, so if your position is that you don't care about that, then what I would say personally is that you are that for other people saying that that's a really bad thing to do, then how can you see the problem with that? Because it feels like we're just having two separate standards, right?
Yeah, I agree. We do. And I think that's just the case in general. I mean, a lot of people are going to think a lot of my views and the things I think are really bad. I'm not like abiding to like their freaking, what they think is really bad. I don't care. I don't care that they were ratioing him on Twitter after what he did. I don't care. It wouldn't have happened if he hadn't kicked me off for something I had nothing to do with. I wouldn't have done that if he didn't kick me off.
Do you think that there's a better way to handle that situation, though, of being kicked off for something that you have nothing to do with than to...
Then to what? He kicked me out of the Discord. He kicked me out of the shit. I was like banned from his chat. What am I supposed to do?
Well, you could, for instance, have this conversation. You could talk with some of the people that
when
he
you're
knows.
okay, Ahrelevant. When you're in the heat of the moment and you are so mad, like literally seconds after this is happening, I'm not sitting there thinking, well, I'm gonna go have this rational talk after the fact. Like, let me like just it's just not realistic. I'm mad. Somebody's saying, okay, we're gonna basically avenge you. I'm like, yeah, like.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. So my expectation generally. I'm trying to not morally load this as much as like, because it seems like that's not something that you consider very effective in conversation, and I generally speaking just don't like to do it. But so I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a piece of shit, scumbag, or any of this. It's not what I'm interested in. So all I'm saying is that don't you think there's a better way to handle that in the moment? Because I agree with you that you heat of the moment, you're angry, you're mad, and stuff like that. Do you think that the world would be better, or that it would be like it would provide more utility if everyone did something similar, where in which in the heat of a moment when they're really angry about something like this happening, that they do something similar to what you did by incent or
again, I think it would be one thing.
Kind of thing?
No, I think it would be one thing if I went out to Dalton and seeked him out to go do that, but he came to me and just asked me for something, and I said, yeah, because I'm angry. Like so I'm not going to sit there and protect him. I don't care at that point. But I didn't go seek anything out. Just like I didn't seek out the Groypers to do that in the first place. I like Stardust. I didn't even know that they were like really coming after her. I thought they were just like, I didn't know how they even found us at that point. Like I didn't know what was going on. I just freaking I knew it was Dalton's because he comes in raids chats all the time, and I guarantee after that night that they'll probably be doing that to Sondsol quite a bit. Like they're gonna probably mess with him quite a bit now. He's on the Groyper's radar.
Do you think that that's probably so? Like, let's assume that I did the equivalent of that to you, and perpetually, for now until the very realistic future, for a while, people kept spamming you with like bullshit that you had to moderate your chat. You said it's annoying to have to moderate. Do you think that it would be fair if I did that based on some of the things or interactions that I might have had with your content that made me frustrated, that if I did that and you had to deal with the repercussions of that months or years in the future, do you think that's like a fair environment to set up?
I think that there's a lot more history with me and Sondsol, so it's not just this one-off thing. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened in the past, a lot of stuff, and that has kind of just like built up. So it's not quite the same as like somebody like, I don't really know you. This is the first time we've ever talked.
Sure.
And I don't imagine like, and I don't think I would even done that. I don't even think I would have done that with anybody else either. Like when Dalton asked me for Stardust's Discord, I went to her and asked her permission before I gave it to them. Because I have like more respect for Stardust. But after what Sondsol did to me, I don't have respect. I don't care what happens to him after that. And he's done a lot of fucked up shit to me. Like he has done a lot of fucked up shit to me, which I go over a bunch of it in that Twitch thing that I shared to you.
Okay. I'll probably look over that, but then do you understand why people like do you understand that this could be a prescriptive difference on how people want to see their community run versus other people want to see their community run? Like, you seem okay with people being, I guess, like people who have a perceived inclination to spam either racist or bigoted or whatever things inside of, or just mean things in general included inside of the people's chat room. Do you think that people could have a problem with that being set as a standard, that it should be okay if I feel really mad or really upset at something somebody is saying, that I should be able to direct people to spam their Discord or whatever with that kind of attention?
Well, I don't support what they were doing to Stardust, and like again, I didn't even realize that this whole thing was targeted at her at the time. So I don't support that whatsoever. The way they would mess with Sondsol is going to be a bit different than the way they would mess with Stardust, and I wouldn't want that directed at Stardust for sure. But the way they're messing with Sondsol, it's just a different dynamic, and so and because of what he did, I just don't care. So I think like you have to take each scenario on its own. And
yeah, let me try and be a little bit more precise with this.
Okay.
Do you think it is realistic for me to say what you did was wrong, because incentivizing somebody, even if the means to do it is incredibly easy to be able to get outside of your input, outside of your incentivization, and I would argue you did egg it on by saying, "F it, this guy, just ban me, f this guy." I feel like you are adding fuel to the fire with that kind of verbiage. But with that, do you think it's fair for me to say that I don't want to have a community in which people are going to have brigades or something like that happen as a result of feeling like they got f***ed over because of X, Y, and Z? Like
isn't that like every community though? Like I mean, every community
really?
seems to kind of like, I mean, something happens with Destiny, their community goes after them. Something happens with Demon Mama, their community goes after them. This is like a thing that seems to happen in general. So I don't think it's like crazy to just like highlight this, but this isn't even my community. This is Dalton's community.
Right.
That's his thing.
Sure. So my thing is you shouldn't be incentivizing this. It should be the opposite. You should be.
But I wouldn't have done that if this didn't happen. Again,
right. And my point would be that the standard that I think we should hold ourselves to should meet way, way higher, even for incredibly bad behavior. So for instance, I've had streamers be openly racist to me, and I never did anything. And maybe we can agree that being racist to somebody openly and using racial slurs is at the very least of a similar level to what Sondsol did to you. I would hope we would agree it's worse, but at the very least, I think we can agree that it's of similar level to what Sondsol did to you. And if that is the case, and you know, I think it should be expected to not incentivize people to brigade, you know, the individuals that did it, which I didn't do, and I explicitly said we shouldn't do. I think that we can set that standard for everyone, and I think we ought set that standard for everyone. The difference is it doesn't feel like you agree. You don't agree with that. We should be able to say, hey, f it, if somebody is like, hey, I'll brigade, or hey, I'll go into that person's Discord and spam a bunch of shit, it seems like you're of the opinion that you should be able to say, f it, here's the link, right?
I think, I think that there are ways that you can counter it though. Like, I mean, you can just like he did. He changed the Discord thing. You can block people. You can. I mean, there's so many easy solutions for people if this happens to them. Like, I don't really hold it on the other, like on somebody like me or whatever. I would freaking just block people. Why is that so hard for people? Just block people.
Because, so for instance, you stated yourself that it's difficult to get a Twitch channel going as a result of all of the spam that gets put inside of your chat room. That would be the reason.
What do you mean a Twitch channel going?
Or Twitch channel without like massive moderation, right? That's the trouble we're in right
but
now.
that was in that moment. I will now prepare for that.
Well, yeah, my point though is that you don't have to deal with that as long as you don't cultivate that kind of a community, right? As long as we communally
you're cutting out. I don't know if it's
sorry,
from me.
No, it's probably from me.
Okay.
We don't have to do that unless we, if we communally agree that doing this is bad. We don't have to have the hyper moderation to avoid X, Y, and Z spam, whatever is being spammed. We don't have to have this large moderation team to be able to avoid that if we don't want to set a standard where in which that's an okay thing to do. If we just say that this is not really ever an okay thing to do, it's going to minimize the amount of this kind of behavior that happens inside of a given Twitch channel. For example, mine, I haven't ever had a spam like that. Maybe I will after this, unfortunately.
No,
I have no
I know
idea.
you won't.
Okay, well then yeah, I hope that to be the case. Just because it would be annoying and an inconvenience to have to get the moderation team to be able to combat the spam. That's really just it. It's just an inconvenience, and I think that inconvenience is a justified reason for people to do that. And at the end of the day as well, maybe not everybody has a similar level of resilience that you do, it sounds like you're indicating, to people being like pieces of shit to them. Like,
yeah, I think that like when we come into these communities in general, especially when you are a streamer yourself, it's kind of, you should almost expect these types of things to happen instead of playing like this whole victim card, especially when people are going to have these fights and these panels and these debates and stuff. You're going to bring in other communities, you're going to be fighting with other communities, and that's just expected to happen. Like it's still, otherwise maybe if people aren't cut out for that, then they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. They shouldn't be hosting all these other panels and stuff, or maybe they shouldn't invite I mean, again, it wasn't me, it would have happened regardless, but I know that they're probably like, you know, chat adjacent or whatever, because they do come on our show and stuff, but it's like these types of things are just gonna happen. It's expected.
Well, it's actually, so as I stated, it's not super expected. Like, I haven't had one. I think
Aiko, I'm sorry, Aiko, if you want to say something, just say something to me. Go on. You got a lot of stuff to say in the chat, so say it. Are you there?
She muted?
Oh, I forgot I was muted. No, I wrote in the chat that I'm not going to interrupt.
Well, I'm giving you the time to not interrupt and
I don't
say what you have to say.
I'm letting
Well,
Relly engage
I
with you.
know.
I'm not
I
gonna.
know.
I'm
But
not
you
gonna
came
fuck
on
up
here.
his
Wait, you came
flow.
on here just to milk content and not say anything.
No,
I'm gonna talk
hold
to him
on. To
after.
be fair, she seemed like she had something to say, and I invited her on because she has more information about the subject than I do, and I think it would be fair if I have you on to have somebody else that might have seems like an opposing position to you on. If you don't
Yeah,
want
she
her
does. She's got
on,
a
she
lot of.
doesn't.
No, I know she's got a lot of opposing positions to me, and then she will talk all kinds of shit in chats and stuff. And then when she's given the opportunity to actually say something to me, she runs and hides.
To be
So
fair,
I'm giving you the
she
opportunity.
provided the evidence to show that you were.
This evidence was already out there. This isn't like new evidence.
Yeah, but she provided
Well,
it to the
he hadn't seen
conversation.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
here's
well-
the thing. Like really, I know that you're trying to engage in a way that is not, that is productive, and I don't want to ruin that with my
then maybe you
my
should leave.
comments.
Well, I mean, at the very least, she can be a very active participant in making sure that if you do say something that she has evidence to be able to show might not be the case, she can provide that evidence. And it seems like, at least with the initial thing, that's what happened, because I didn't get the full scope of the story when it came to the spam inside of your chat, as well as the clip that she provided with the
people that are like,
instigation.
the people that are like, giving me shit about what happened in my chat, they were not spamming bad stuff in my chat. There were a few things that slipped through the spam that people did not see, but they weren't spamming. If they were spamming, like there were actually, when I looked at the logs, now that I kind of know how, the mods did get some of the things that were bad, like some of the spam stuff though. So they did get
ban them?
They did get something. I don't ban people. First of all, I actually have a system.
Unmod the
I have a
person that was
system-
harassing Stardust.
There wasn't a mod that was harassing Stardust.
Oh, so they didn't say anything fucked up. Okay.
Tenreal, okay, first of all, he's a black Groiper streamer that came in with that and
No,
asked to be
being
modded,
black
and we modded
doesn't
him
mean
as a
that it's
meme.
okay to be
Why do
fucking
okay,
Groiper
if you're
and
gonna,
racist.
okay, what?
I think she just thought it was
Maybe
weird
even-
that you stated that they were black. It bears no
Yeah,
relevance.
I'm stating that he's a black because I want to make sure that people know that because I know when they think about the Groipers that it's just going to be a bunch of white nationalists. I want to make sure that people know that this is a black Groiper. So I'm pretty sure he's not a white nationalist.
Wait, what does being a Groiper mean to you?
A Nick Fuentes fan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like
What do you-
any
what do you think it
particular
means?
thing that bonds them together.
That's literally what a Groiper is. It's a Nick Fuentes fan.
All right.
Okay. Why do you talk like that?
I don't know. Why do you talk like that?
I'm talking fine. I'm just it's
Okay,
really
honey.
weird. Anyways, so yeah, there was the few things that slipped through the cracks. Whatever. It wasn't anything like if we saw it, we would have done something. But what I do when people do stuff in the chats, and I would if I could, I just would not really have any kind of moderation whatsoever, except for illegal shit. Like that's just more my kind of system. But because of Twitch is TOS, then obviously I'm gonna have to overly moderate my chat. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. But if so when people do something, I first will go to them and ask them to stop. I would delete the comment, tell them to stop. If they did not stop, then I might put them on a timeout. If after that they still didn't stop, then I might consider a ban. But I don't go straight from, okay, you did something to ban. I just don't do that. That's not how I operate.
Okay. My issue is with the amount of people that you had inside of your chat room, there was no feasible way for you to perform that kind of an action. So, like, what do you?
Well,
Like,
I'm saying because we didn't see that stuff at the time, and now our mods, when we were on Sondsol or Chud's last night, our mods were actually modding really, really well. Like we're modding, like overly modding.
Like, I don't. So the problem here is I don't know how to differentiate between material reality between these two statements, because looking at the VOD, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit that made it through. maybe they're just not things that you consider to be actionable, and maybe I do. Maybe I'm just,
Like what? What are the things that you think that made it through that?
I mean, some of the half of them I can't even say. I mean, it's just Anil, the classic fucking spam. It's I don't want to say. I literally can't say half of these things on Twitch.
I highly doubt that.
They're making fun of Stardust for being Indian.
Yeah, those are the things that were not being spammed, though. Those are the things that slipped through the cracks, and I already said that should have been handled.
When you say not being spammed, it slipped through the cracks. What do you mean by that?
So what's happening when you're getting spammed? You're having the groypers who are writing like paragraphs of stuff each message, and so those are coming through, and then occasionally like a message with just a few words will slip through, and you don't see it because it's being hidden between all the paragraphs of stuff that's being spammed. And it's all coming in really fast. So it's just, those are the kinds of things that were just slipping through. We just didn't see it.
I mean, I have 10 messages that were sent within, 1 minute, saying, talking shit about Indian people, Indian women specifically.
You'd have to show me exactly. I mean, can you screenshot and put it into this chat here?
I mean, I could just link you the GitHub link with all of the logs on it.
Yeah, but I want to know exactly what you're looking at.
Okay.
And for the people talking about, my average viewers are 25 on, we don't stream to Twitch. After we got banned with the Lauren Southern stuff, first we got like shadow banned, I'm pretty sure, but we don't ever stream our show to Twitch. I just recently, maybe in the last week or two, started to stream on Twitch, and the only thing I've been doing on Twitch is trying to figure out how to work OBS. I haven't really been doing much. So like I've been doing that. We're not going to be streaming Politically Provoked on Twitch anymore because I know that it's just not gonna work. So most of our content now is like on Odyssey, DLive, and Trovo. And yeah, we do average like freaking 200 viewers over on Odyssey alone, an alt platform. We know we don't get spammed like that though, even with stuff like that. So this was just a different dynamic. It's just like these people that are just acting like, oh, you average 20K real. We just don't have on Twitch.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. What the hell is this? How am I supposed to see what you're looking at here? Oh my goodness. All right.
Do you want me to highlight it?
Maybe. This is insane. Okay, wait.
It's literally the like logs from.
I know. I've got like.
You're...
I like the bad enough eyes as this is, but all right. So Dalton, we want Dalton. I heard a distinctly female. An Indian fart from the woman with. Okay. All right. So that's messed up, that one, but it's not like a slur or anything.
Okay, so yeah, this is what I was saying before. Maybe our standards is just different. I think when they are talking about Indian women specifically in a derogatory fashion, I think we can agree that we both can agree it's derogatory fashion.
No, I don't like that. But I also mostly don't like it just because I like Stardust.
Okay, so my whole thing, right, is, and it seems like it's just solidifying as time goes on, is just that there's a difference here. There's a disconnect, which is that you're more okay with some of these things being said and directed or having people say these things towards somebody that you, I don't want to say dislike, but like you feel has sufficiently wronged you. And I think that standard that would have to be met for something like this to happen essentially just can't be done, honestly, for the same reasons that it sounds like you don't really care too much about the spam. It's just some dumb fuck online. Who cares? That's my reasoning for believing that we shouldn't be doing this spam at all. I don't know why you care so much that you got banned from Sondsol. I don't really know why you care so much if Sondsol is saying a bunch of shit. There's people right now that are saying that I am a neo-Nazi. There's people right now saying that
You're a neo-Nazi?
Huh? Yes.
They're saying,
Yes, correct. Yes. They say that I'm a white racist neo-Nazi.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I was called racial slurs in indicating that I'm not black. And so there so there's people that do this, and I haven't directed this kind of attention towards those people because it's not that big of a deal to me, for the same reasons that it seems like you don't care. And so I don't understand why, or sorry, I guess I can understand, but I feel like it would make for a better environment if instead we take that approach, which is like, I agree, it doesn't really matter that these people are saying this, so therefore I don't really want to incentivize a group of people to send hate towards this person because it's not really that big of a deal. If somebody wants to say a couple racial slurs or whatever, or do some fucking shit, be about your business. I'm not going to fucking send hate your way because you don't really matter to me. It's not that big of a deal. And I think that environment is way better because, one, I don't have to fucking moderate the fuck out of my chat room because I'm currently not liked by like 20 different streamers, and I don't want the standard that every streamer that doesn't like me can spam me. You know? You get what I mean? Like, if every streamer that didn't like you spammed you, Brittany, I mean, it would be a torrent, right?
We do get shit, though. I mean,
no,
I
no,
get
I'm not saying that you don't get shit. It's very clear you get shit. I know you get shit, for sure. But what I'm saying is, like, of the people that don't like you, if you were to get shit from all of them, I feel like it would be quite significantly more. No?
Maybe, but again, I don't really care. Like, I mean, maybe I just have thicker skin or something. I don't know.
Well,
but
so that's what I mean. I want to see that thick skin manifested and not giving a in the
about
Sondsol.
Sondsol?
Yeah, who cares?
I don't like. Okay, there's a few things I don't like. I probably shouldn't even mention, but I don't like when people silence people. But that's like the main thing. So that's why I get really triggered when people mute me in chats or ban me from chats because I don't like being silenced.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it either. But when it happens to me, or sorry, I understand that you have stronger feelings towards that than I might have. But don't you think it's better to just go f it and just go back to whatever you were doing? Like, just go back to your, real material life and not really worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
Sure, and I will once I get all this out of my system.
So yeah, I guess.
But this is how I'm going to need to I guess you could call it cope or whatever, but this is how I need to handle it. Like, I just need to get it out of my system and I'll move on.
And do you think it's unfair for me to say that that's an unjustified thing to do and we should just learn how to deal with it in a more healthy way by just like moving on right away and just saying, it's just some guy that doesn't like me? Not
everybody's going to be like that.
I agree. I don't disagree that not everyone's going to be like that, and that's not something that I can just say and then will happen. That's like the forehead meme. Just forehead, get over it, is what I'm essentially invoking there. But what I'm saying is that it's something we can strive towards and that we don't have to justify, right? That we don't have to justify, like, for instance, let's say I get really mad at you, like me then going and like, let's say
my VIP badge, aren't you?
Yeah, there you go. But like, let's say I try and like fucking dox you, right? I go hard, I go like, I don't give a.
Wait, somebody's already doxed me.
Oh, beat me to the punch in a video game.
And my entire family, by the way.
I'm really unfortunate that happened to you. I'm really sorry about that. But like, let's say that I tried to do that, right? Let's say that I was going for that. If like, and I just said the reason why is because I don't give a fuck about Brittany, right? The response to me would be, hey, you should probably handle your shit in a little bit more of an appropriate way, right? That's probably would be the response, yeah?
Maybe, but I feel like I'm being gaslit a little bit here because I feel like there's like no responsibility on like what Sondsol did. Like, I think that what he did was fucked up. Like, what I did not deserve whatsoever to get kicked off of that panel, and instead I'm somehow the problem again because I didn't stop these guys from trying to go into his Discord or whatever after I was wrong. So why is he somehow like completely off the hook on this?
Okay, but the reason why is because I haven't gotten his end of the story, so I'm not super inclined to condemn him without his side of the story. Right, I'm talking to you, and I'm talking about the moral responsibilities that you have, and this is the reason why I asked for your perspective, and then what you thought his perspective was, and I'm not doing the full like Scooby and Shaggy, like going through and trying to super investigate and check every one of your claims right now, because I'm just talking about it within your system alone. And your system alone, I feel like it brings me to the conclusion that you should probably handle that situation of being banned a little bit better. And maybe I look into it. Maybe you're right. Maybe Sondsol was a piece of shit. for having removed you. But based on what I've seen, it seems like at the very least from the indications of what your chat was spamming, I think it could be fair for him to not want somebody who has their chat getting rowdy about that stuff, or who is possibly being brigaded by a groiper to continuously be on that panel. But I'm not saying that's the reason why. Maybe he had no idea about the. I just don't know. I don't have all of that information available to me right now. The information that I have available to me is what you're using, the justifications you're using to be able to justify why you said for somebody to, yeah, go ahead. It's a good idea for you to come into this guy's Discord and stir shit up. And that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I was paying attention to the chat, and I probably should have been paying attention to you.
So I can do it a little bit more concisely. I'll just run through it real quick. Okay. Long story short, I'm not talking to Sondsol right now. I'm talking to you. I don't have his end of the story. I have your end of the story. So I'm going to talk about you and not necessarily what he did. I could talk about him with him, or maybe he can join the chat because he's here. If you want him to join, that's fine. If you don't want him to. Okay. So Sondsol, if you want to DM me, or here, I'll just add you here in a second. I don't know if I have you friended, so I'm going to send you a friend request if I don't.
Look at all the friends you're making, Ahrelevant.
Yeah, I'm making lots of friends.
I can step out and give you all some space and talk
you've
later.
been contributing so much. So
if you
Wouldn't
want
it have been better if I was taunting you this entire time, Brittany? Because I can.
Well, I don't know why you came in the first place. Just to like make snarky little remarks.
I invited her, just to be clear.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll I want to chat with you later if you have time or whenever. Or whatever, you know.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, Brittany.
Bye, Aiko.
All right.